So Carlson is making a pretty interesting claim here. He's saying this deal isn't exactly a win for America, but more like a retreat. And when you hear him read some of the points in this said deal, then you understand why the internet seems to be debating about it.
Retreat. Pull your troops out. Get your warships out of this area. Paragraph 4. Immediately upon signing this MOU, the United States of America will begin the removal of its naval blockade and any disturbances or impediments against the Islamic Republic of Iran, and will fully end the naval blockade within 30 days. Retreat. Pull your troops out. Get your warships out of this area. Stop hassling us. That's not a victory. That's a surrender. That's a retreat. It's pullback. Just a fact, whether you like it or not. And to be clear, this is better than the alternative, not complaining about it, just noting that, wow, this is not unconditional surrender by Iran.
So Tucker's argument isn't that Iran won militarily. His argument is that if America has indeed achieved its objectives, then why are they the ones being asked to pull out? Pause.
Hardly. Paragraph 5. Upon signing this memorandum of understanding, the Islamic Republic of Iran will make arrangements using its best efforts for the safe passage of commercial vessels with no charge for 60 days only from the Persian Gulf to the Sea of Oman and vice versa. In other words, they're going to open the Strait of Hormuz and not charge anybody anything for a month. And at that point, we'll talk. But Iran's going to talk not to the United States, but to the Sultanate of Oman, which would be the country directly across the strait to the south, the oldest monarchy in the world. Iran and Oman will determine the terms on which shipping flows through the strait, because after all, they're the two countries on either side, the north and south sides of the strait. So like it would be up to them. You know who it's not up to? The United States, which has effectively controlled the Persian Gulf for your entire life. But not anymore. Now it's up to Iran and Oman and their allies or regional partners. The other 5 GCC countries, maybe Iraq at the western end, who knows, but not the United States. And by the way, not China or Russia either, but the two countries whose territory touches the Strait of Hormuz, they're in charge now. And by in charge, that means in charge of, in effect, the Persian Gulf. Because the overwhelming majority of the commodities, mostly oil and gas, but not just oil and gas, fertilizer, sulfur, the rest that you've heard so much about for the last 100 days, flow through that strait. And so Iran is now at least an equal partner with Oman in determining how much it's going to cost the rest of the world to get their commodities out of the Persian Gulf. How much oil-producing, gas-producing nations will pay to get their commodities out of the Persian Gulf. Iran. That was not true on February 27th. Apparently, it's going to be true into the future. So that power, the power to determine who gets their commodities out of the most energy-dense region on the planet, by definition, makes you into a major player, if not a regional hegemon. You're certainly a big deal. People can't dismiss you as a rogue terror state at that point because you control, in effect, 1/5 of the world's oil and gas.
Now, whether you agree with Tucker or not, this is where it gets interesting. Because if this agreement is real, then the debate becomes, did Trump prevent a larger war or did America give up leverage? Those are two very different interpretations of the exact same deal. Curious what you guys think. Now, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. We're making a push for 1,000 subs and your support will mean the world to me. Until next time, peace.